Hi everybody and welcome to the Vegan Mooncat. Today we're going to be taking a look at a video by Bart Kays responding to Mike the Vegan talking about saturated fat and cholesterol. Now hold on, I know what you're thinking. Bart Kays got a bit of a bad rap in the vegan community and Mike the Vegan is pretty much universally loved. So you may be thinking to yourself that this is going to be a biased video in the favour of Mike the Vegan. But I'm going to look at everything Bart says, and if he's got any valid points, I'm going to hold my hands up and say, yeah Bart, you got that right. So without further ado, let's get into the video and see what Professor Bart Kays has to say about Mike the Vegan.
Hello class, thank you for joining me once again where Mike the Vegan is wrong again. Mike the Vegan is saying the same ridiculous, nonsensical, pseudo-scientific garbage. Once again, Mike hasn't learned a damn thing. Mike clearly doesn't watch any of the videos where he's been critiqued repeatedly by myself.
Oh, already it's not looking good for Mike. It sounds like Professor Bart Kays is going to be taking Mike to school.
On his complete lack of science, ability to interpret science, human physiology or anything remotely similar to that. Mike, by the way, has a Wednesday afternoon certificate in basket weaving.
Well, that seems a little harsh. I mean, who doesn't like to weave the odd basket here and there, Bart? I mean, I know I do.
Mike is just a bloke who likes to push veganism on the YouTubes.
Making videos for YouTube is kind of Mike's thing, and with over 380,000 subscribers wanting him to make videos, not really seeing any reason why he would want to stop. It sounds like you might be a tiny little bit bitter because Mike's over 380k and you're only on 15k. Saying that, I don't want to judge things too soon, Bart, so let's get back to the video and carry on with all your fantastic arguments debunking Mike the Vegan.
So let's go. What have you got for us, Michael?
Hey, it's Mike here, and today I'm going to respond to Dr. Mike's very recent video about how he had alarmingly high levels of cholesterol.
Ooh, that doesn't sound good for Dr. Mike. I wonder what Bart's got to say about this.
There is no such thing.
Okay, Bart, that's not really what I was expecting. Are you actually saying there's no such thing as high cholesterol at all? I would think that Dr. Mike, being an actual medical doctor, would know whether or not you can have high cholesterol, but Bart doesn't seem to think it's a thing. I mean, he's going to back that up with some really, really good evidence any minute now, I'm 100% sure.
I didn't expect this at all. My cholesterol is through the roof.
So what was that? Just a graph that was cholesterol is not connected to heart attacks or death. What's next?
So it appears at this point, Bart's evidence for saying there's no such thing as high cholesterol is the fact that he said there's no such thing as high cholesterol. Doesn't sound like evidence, it sounds more like his opinion. But as I said before, I don't want to judge it too soon. Let's just wait and give Bart a chance. I'm sure he's going to absolutely smash the evidence out any minute now.
I first want to say it is very commendable to take a personal flaw and expose it on social media and make
Like you do every time you open your mouth publicly, Mike.
Like that.
Okay, what's next?
Well, that's very disappointing, Bart. That didn't sound like evidence at all. It just sounded like a personal attack against Mike the Vegan. I hope that's not how it's going to continue.
In this video, I do want to talk about how some of the goals that he was setting in terms of cholesterol. We're going to go into the science on that. And
Mike's going to go into the science. Mike that has a Wednesday afternoon certificate in bumpery. Mike is an expert in rimming himself. He must be by the sound of his voice.
I don't want to say it, Bart, but I'm losing a little bit of faith in you here. I mean, I was expecting some really good argumentation from you, and all I've had so far is, ooh, Mike the Vegan loves bumpery, which isn't really something I'd expect from a professor.
People like confirmation of their false beliefs, so Vagoons will flock to idiots like Mike the Vegan because they like everything about him. They like the fact that he is a soyafoid pseudo-male. What's next?
We're hardly into the video, Bart, and all I've heard from you so far are attacks on Mike the Vegan. When's the evidence coming?
And then there was also a food that him and a lot of people who eat a standard American diet think is like a great healthier food in a healthier direction. And I'm going to be arguing against that as well.
Well, at least it sounds like Mike's going to get into some of the science about saturated fat and cholesterol in relation to Dr. Mike. And then maybe Bart will come back and try and refute some of this information or give us some of his own thoughts on the matter. Unfortunately, we're going to have to stop there for a moment, folks. I've fast-forwarded on the video and watched all Bart's arguments. And to be honest, they're not quite what I was expecting. I've condensed all Bart's arguments into one short video so you can see them all at once. I mean, I'm really not going to make you suffer any more of Bart than's absolutely necessary to see what an absolute f*** up he is. I mean, I went into this with an open mind and was willing to give Bart a chance, but after watching all the way through, the man is just an absolute moron. But I'll let you make up your own mind, and I recommend bracing yourself, because this is weird.
Mike that has a Wednesday afternoon certificate and bumfuckery, rimming himself, he must be, by the sound of his voice, a soyified, androgenized, pseudo-male, ignorant cat of the highest order. What's next? You are a complete jizz trumpet.
Is jizz trumpet a scientific term, Bart, that I'm just unaware of?
You have a Wednesday afternoon certificate in fingering yourself.
Sorry, Bart, I may be showing inadequacies in my scientific knowledge here, but I really don't understand that last comment you made. Maybe it means something, and I just don't know.
What's your point? This pseudo-scientific fat trap, pseudo-man, soy boy, soy girl, boy girl, whatever it is. Mike has no idea what a good public health message would be.
And you do know what a good public health message is? I don't think so.
What's an unhealthy food? Meat's not going to have any effect on your cholesterol. Cholesterol does not cause heart disease. There is no such thing as way too much red meat. There are no atherogenic foods. Boy in short pants academically here. This is a little girl with an agenda. Fibre, wrong thing to do. Lower saturated fat, wrong thing to do.
I may have this wrong, Bart, but I'm not sure any of these comments have any scientific basis whatsoever. So your recommendation is no fibre and high saturated fat. That goes against all mainstream medical science. You must be a genius.
Utter incompetence. You should not be attempting to lower your cholesterol. You don't know dick about. You are the most ignorant little boy running around on the internet. You are an absolute spunk trumpet.
Bart seems to have a little thing for imagining Mike the Vegan as a spunk trumpet. I think this says more about Bart than Mike, to be fair.
You have a Wednesday afternoon certificate in nose picking. Okay? Idiot. So what?
So what?
So what? Saturated fat is not an issue. So what? So what? So what? This is just a vegan idiot squeaking away like a soyified little android. Soyified and andrified and lacking in nutrient propaganda. There is no such thing as bad cholesterol. Stop talking nonsense, you pathetic little boy. So what? So what? So what?
The goons.
So what? So? Esselstyn is a fraud. You idiot. False. LDL does not cause heart disease. Who cares what you think the best evidence is, Michael? How many times are you going to ignore the fact that you are being absolutely fisted here by an actual scientist?
Bart, no fisting.
What a total waste of oxygen you are, Michael. You have nothing to offer. You pathetic little boy. Get the f*** out of here. You are wrong, Michael, about everything you say at all times. No house, Michael. Nobody gives a f*** what you think, Michael. Meat is good, okay? It's our absolutely species-appropriate, species-specific diet. This is ridiculous. Here is a little boy, soy boy, squeak girl, boy, whatever. No, false. Complete spunk rat. A little girl. No benefits are to be had from removing animal products from your diet. None at all. Oh, shut the f*** up, you moron.
I had absolutely no idea that Bart could speak chicken. That's amazing. I wonder what he said. Probably spunk trumpet.
If you were remotely interested in what a sensible scientist has to say, you'd listen to him.
Well, there you go, everybody. That was Professor Bart Kays' response to Mike the Vegan on saturated fat and cholesterol. All he had was personal attacks on Mike the Vegan, warbling and speaking like a chicken. Even though I'm not going to lie, I would like to speak chicken. I did intend to go through Bart's entire video and make a full response, but after watching it, there's no way I could make you guys suffer the whole thing, and I think I pretty much summed his entire video up. I'd like to thank everybody for watching, and if you've enjoyed this video, please hit subscribe and the notification bell so you don't miss any future videos. You can also follow me on Instagram at @TheVeganMoonCat, and I'll see you guys next time.